Hey everyone, it's Erica. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you what came in my Club Canvo kit. I signed up to receive this kit every month to go along with the Catherine Pooler Canvo bullet journal that I picked up when it released. So this package came today, and this is for, I believe this is the January one. Or the January. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly go through this and then also share an order that I received from Catherine Pooler last week. So I'm going to open this up and quickly show you what I got. And the packaging matches this Aquatini Catherine Pooler ink perfectly. It's so pretty. I love how she packages her goodies in every package that she sends out. So I'm going to keep this little sticker on this tissue paper and add it to my Canvo. Here is the journal that I picked up. I love the black and white design of it. So I'm going to carefully pull the tissue paper off so that I can save that and add that sticker to the Canvo later on. So in this kit this month, we have this card here, and it talks about the package that we got this month. There's a beautiful photo of Catherine there and some samples. This is the stamp set, and this stamp set is gorgeous. It has a February stamp and then some banners, some little jar with hearts. It's perfect for setting up your month in your journal. So I'm excited to use that. And then you also get this awesome stencil. It's like a mason jar, and it's a really good size. It fits perfectly on the Canvo pages. So I just pulled out these other two stamps that I had sitting on my desk that are also Catherine Pooler. They are 6x6 size, and this I'm thinking maybe 6x8. It's really cute mason jar, and it's got hearts all over it, and it says mood in a really pretty scripty font. So you can add it there and take your dauber and sponge it in there. So I'm excited to do that, and I'll show a video on that later. So I'm just showing you in comparison with the other stencils that I have there from Catherine Pooler, the 6x6 size, and then this one that came in the Canvo Club. So that is what I got in my kit for this month. I'm excited to use it and share what I create with it. And this is a package that I got from Catherine Pooler, and it is a package of some of their word dies. I absolutely love their word dies, and I had one of them. So Catherine sent me these dies here, and there is a ton of them, and I'll make sure to leave them link down below. So I have the hello, the hooray, celebrate, what else? Thanks. And then there's one other one, and I'll make sure that I leave it linked down below for you guys so that you guys can check them out. So I'm just going to quickly show you. You can't really see because obviously they're in the package and they're the dies, so it's hard to see. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull one of the dies out. Actually, I think I do two of the dies, and then run them through my die cutting machine so that you guys can see the dies. Here is my Create die that I cut out, and I cut it in some white cardstock, and I actually cut it out a few times, and it makes it almost like a chipboard piece if you die cut it a few times and adhere them together. I love how that looks, and it gives it lots of dimension. So I'm just going to pull one of the dies out, and I think I'm going to do the hello die first and run it through my Big Shot machine. That way you guys can see. I'm also going to create a card for you guys using this die cut. So I just ran it through with some cardstock that I had in my stash. This is a pretty pink cardstock, and it kind of matches the Catherine Pooler party dress ink. So there is the die cut. That's the hello word, and I love how that looks. I love the font. So right there, if you were just to cut this out and stick it on a piece of cardstock like this, that would be a super simple, easy card, and you could write a little note inside. You could add some light colored pattern paper, or like a, easy designed, light design, nothing too busy, and add that hello die cut to the front of it, and it would be a simple and easy card. So here is the Celebrate die from Catherine Pooler. It's so pretty. I just love the font on these. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and create a card with the hello die cut, and I'm going to pull out this rose stencil from Catherine Pooler and create an ombre type background using the stencil, and this, I believe this is an Aquatini ink from Catherine Pooler, and then one of my ink blending tools. I'm just going to use some washi tape to tape down the stencil so that it's not moving all over the place. and then pick up some ink with my ink blending tool and then gently rub the ink blending tool all over the stencil, applying color. And I use very, very light pressure when I apply this ink with my ink blending tool, just to prevent it from looking like blotchy and spotty. I think doing light pressure and lots of circular motions really helps blend it out nicely. So I'm going to keep it pretty dark at the top and then really, really light at the bottom. I'm going to really quickly, I sped this up quite a bit so that you don't have to sit and watch me do this. But yeah, I'm just adding a whole bunch of ink at the top and then kind of blending it out towards the bottom, and the bottom is very, very, very light. These ink pads of Catherine Pooler's are very, very juicy, so a little bit of ink goes a long way. And if it's a lot easier if you do it on like the nonstick mats, but for some reason I can't find my Tim Holtz mat, so I just used a piece of copy paper for my printer. So I'm trying to decide which one I want to use, and I decide on the Hello. So I'm going to add some foam adhesive to the back of this panel that I just stenciled. And then I'm going to decide that I want to give that die cut just a little bit more height. So I'm going to cut it out. I believe I cut it 5 times out of some more of that pink cardstock. And I just wanted to give the die cut a little bit more height and dimension to the card. I added some black and white twine there to the side of my card. And I'm going to pull out my Big Shot once again and then run the die cut through the machine and cut this die cut out. I'm thinking maybe I could have done 2 sheets of cardstock at one time and cut 2 at a time. I'll have to try that and see. But the cardstock that I'm using is not a really thick cardstock. The pink is not really thick, so I'm thinking I could have done 2 sheets at one time to save some time. But so I'm going to go ahead and run this through. And I think, like I said, I think I do it 5 times. And then I'm just going to use the Tombow Mono Multi Glue to adhere these all together. And I just add the glue all over and kind of spread it out. And I give it a minute between, or just a few seconds between the applications of the glue. I let the glue set for just a minute and then adhere the die cut to it. I love using this wet glue. It gives you a little time to kind of fidget with the die cut and get it in the perfect spot. Get it all lined up and looking good. So I'm just going to do that to all the die cuts. And then I use a stamping block, or I'll actually use the glue bottle too, just to put some weight on it until it dries and sets up. So I'm going to go through all these die cuts and kind of punch out the little pieces of the O's and the E's and the L's, and then continue to adhere them all together. I'll make sure to leave links down below for you guys if you guys are interested in any of these products. I do have affiliate links with Catherine Pooler, so if you do purchase anything through those links, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but I do earn a small commission off of anything that you purchase using my links. You don't have to use the links if you don't want to, but they're there for you if you are interested in any of these products. So I'm going to go ahead and keep adding the glue to the die cuts and stacking them up. I really love how these look. If you have other die cuts, you can do this with any die cut that you have, shapes, words, and it just gives some dimension to them, gives them a little bit of weight and thickness. Like I said, it's almost like a chipboard piece after you stack them, 4 or 5 times. It's really, really pretty, and I love the way that it looks stacked up like that. So I'm just going to tie a bow here on the side with this twine. It's the black and white twine. I believe it's from the Twinery, or it could be Doodlebug. I'm not 100% sure. It was just an extra piece that I had in my stash of ribbons. So I'm just going to tie a bow here on the side and then add the Hello die cut using that Tombow Mono to the card. And then just to finish the card off, I'm going to add a couple black enamel dots to the card, and that pretty much finishes it up. Super quick card, super simple, And these could be mass produced very, very quickly. The only time consuming thing I would think would just be the die cutting of the Hello die, but you wouldn't even have to stack it the way I did. You could just leave it as one single die and it would still look very, very nice. So that's it, and that finishes up my card. I hope you guys enjoy this quick and simple card and enjoy all the products that I received from Catherine Pooler. I'll make sure to leave everything linked down below for you guys and leave some still shots here at the end. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye.